What's up? It's Coach Cam. I'm the owner of Primal Tribe. Our goal is to get you stacking wins ASAP and build your alpha energy. So, topic I want to talk about today is who you surround yourself with. Because I never really realized the importance of it. Like everyone says, show me your 5 closest friends and I'll show you your future, whatever, da da da. And I always just kind of focused on like doing me and just blocking everyone out, staying on my own course, using mentors that I had online, focusing on what they're doing and doing the best to build that in my life. I've worked with a ton of coaches as well in the past and right now, but something just hit different. You know how there's like levels of enlightenment in certain aspects? Well, in every aspect of life, there's different levels that you get to as you realize more and as you learn more. And recently, I just reached another level of how fucking important it is. And I realized how fucking important it is to surround yourself with people that are on the same wavelength as you, chasing the same things, have the same morals, values, and have the same daily habits. For me, this is literally how I judge someone. I can look at your physical environment and look at your habits because you create those things. A lot of people are like, oh, well, don't judge a book by its cover. And I hear you. I completely understand where you're coming from. However, you do. Even if this is your standpoint right now, just hear me out for a sec. If I knock on your door and I have a vacuum cleaner in my hand, you're going to assume that I am there to sell you a vacuum cleaner. And didn't you just judge by appearances? So, you can't have a rule and then only follow it when it is convenient to you. You judge by appearances, so does everyone. If it looks like a tree, it probably is a tree. That's why we have eyes. And so I believe that as harsh as it might sound, the truth is harsh. If you want little fluffy stuff and you just want to feel good, well then clearly I'm not for you. So go find a channel that has puppies and kittens and nice blankets, because this space is a space to level up. It's a space for hard truth. And I tell myself things on a daily that I don't want to hear. And so I surround myself with people that tell me shit I don't want to hear, because at the end of the day, that's what's needed to grow. You need to confront the truth and you need to have those hard truths in your life to be able to step it up and actually push past to the next level. So for me, I just recently hired a coach, and it's so refreshing to have that next level coaching, to have that next level perspective in your life. I've been racking up a lot of wins lately. Like I was literally living in my car in, I think, August. And I had a relationship that went sideways. I didn't do my due diligence, so I take full responsibility for everything that happened. And I was living out of my car for probably a month. It wasn't that bad. Maybe a little bit longer. Anyways, neither here nor there. And then I was like racking up the debt, fucking just learning so much about life, my priorities, myself, what I did in that situation to actually create it, and what steps I'm going to take to never end up in that situation again. And then just taking full ownership and full responsibility on the fact that I fucked up, and I'm not going to be blaming this on anyone else. I'm not going to be saying, oh yeah, well, I'm not the man in the situation, so I can't take any of the responsibility. That's so not true. Even though I do have certain expectations of what real men are, regardless of that, in my life, I'm never going to ever give you the responsibility, because then I give you all the power with that. So I'll take the responsibility, I'll take the ownership for that. And at this point in my life, when everything was going sideways, looking back, hindsight's always 20/20, but I knew it at the time. And I was just lying to myself. But the thing is when you start surrounding yourself with people that expect a higher fucking standard, they respect a higher result, they expect you to be more focused. Well, you can't show up with results like that because you just can't. You're being held to a fucking higher standard. You gotta man up. You gotta woman up. You gotta do whatever it takes. You gotta figure shit out. And it's actually crazy because thinking back, like this was probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like 8 months ago, okay? I couldn't even afford $30 minimum payment on my credit card. Okay? And everything was maxed. I was running late on bills. I had collections calling me. It was just like, whatever. But at the end of the day, I stayed really chill about it. I think that everyone around me was panicking way more than I was. And I was just like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm not going to do that again, clearly. But at the end of the day, I fucked up. So I was thinking about this. And the funny thing is I didn't even have $30 8 months ago to invest in anything. Like I couldn't pay my bills. And then I just invested $1,800 for 30 days with a coach. And the reason that I was able to do that is because I stepped it up. For me, my daily motto that I had when I was knocking doors was fuck your feelings, go knock another fucking door. If you get rejected, it is what it is, but you just got rejected by the person that you thought you were going to marry and have kids with and build an empire with, and you got rejected by your mom at a very young age. So if you get rejected by that complete fucking stranger, they're not even really rejecting you, and if they were, who the fuck cares? Because these 2 major rejections really shaped you as a person. And then also, they're rejecting the fact that they just don't want your product. So it's either not the right time, they're not ready, willing, or able to purchase, or you just fucked up as a salesperson. But regardless, all of these pains are way lower on the pain grade and pain scale than getting rejected by your family, people that are supposed to unconditionally love you, and then relationships where you thought that you cultivated that love, but clearly you didn't, so you failed at that. And that's just the hard truth. That's the unemotional, factual truth. And so my main point today is just look around. When you fail, I think that this is the biggest measuring stick that I use. When you fail and you tell other people that you failed, what is their reaction to it? Is it, that's okay? You tried your best? Or is it, okay, clearly that's not the way. Fucking push on, try harder, try this approach. I've been there. Oh, this is a good one. Do people look at you and be like, I've been exactly where you are? Or do people around you look and be like, oh, that's a good question. I've never had a problem that big, because you're surrounding yourself with people that don't play at the same level as you. Or are they encouraging for you to take time off and just relax and have fun, whatever that means? Are they giving you that as advice? Oh, another one that I got was, well, are you ever going to give yourself some time to be human? Are you going to be compassionate with yourself? Sometimes you just have to sit with your feelings. Whew, that advice almost made me puke on the person that gave it to me. So who the fuck are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are winning and stacking wins? Or are you stacking fucking L's with a bunch of idiots?